The minimum size grounding electrode conductor connected to a concrete encased electrode is determined by the National Electrical Code, specifically referencing the 2017 edition in this explanation. For copper conductors, the minimum size is number 8 American wire gauge. This means you cannot use a smaller size copper wire for connecting to a concrete encased electrode. For aluminum conductors, the minimum size is number 6 American wire gauge. Again, this is the smallest aluminum wire permitted for this application. It's crucial to understand that these are minimum requirements. You may choose to use a larger conductor size if desired, but you cannot go smaller than these specified sizes. A concrete encased electrode, often referred to as a UFA ground, is a grounding electrode encased in concrete. These electrodes are commonly used in new construction and are considered very effective grounding methods. They consist of at least 20 feet of bare copper conductor that is at least 0.5 inches in diameter encased in at least 2 inches of concrete. The concrete must be in direct contact with the earth. The purpose of the grounding electrode conductor is to connect the grounding electrode, in this case the concrete encased electrode, to the grounding system of the electrical service. This connection provides a path for fault current to flow back to the source, allowing the overcurrent protective device, such as a circuit breaker or fuse, to trip and clear the fault. The size of the grounding electrode conductor is directly related to the size of the service entrance conductors. However, the code establishes minimum sizes for connection to specific types of grounding electrodes. In the case of a concrete encased electrode, these minimums are number 8 American wire gauge copper and number 6 American wire gauge aluminum, regardless of the service entrance conductor size. When sizing a grounding electrode conductor, it is essential to consult the relevant tables and sections of the National Electrical Code. These tables provide guidance on the appropriate conductor size based on the size of the service entrance conductors and the type of grounding electrode being used. While the example given involves a 100 amp service fed by number 2 aluminum conductors, the minimum size grounding electrode conductor for a concrete encased electrode remains number 8 American wire gauge copper or number 6 American wire gauge aluminum. This is because the code specifies these minimums for this particular type of electrode, independent of the service size. It is always important to verify the requirements in the latest edition of the National Electrical Code or other applicable local codes, as these requirements can change over time. Proper grounding is a critical aspect of electrical safety. A properly installed and sized grounding system helps to protect people and equipment from electrical shock and fire hazards. It also helps to ensure the reliable operation of electrical equipment. When working with electrical systems, it is essential to follow all applicable codes and standards, and to consult with a qualified electrician if you have any questions or concerns. Remember, electricity can be dangerous, and it is always better to be safe than sorry. Proper grounding helps to minimize these risks. In summary, the minimum size grounding electrode conductor for a concrete encased electrode is number 8 American wire gauge copper or number 6 American wire gauge aluminum, according to the 2017 National Electrical Code. This requirement applies regardless of the size of the service entrance conductors. Always consult the latest edition of the National Electrical Code and local codes for the most up-to-date requirements. Always prioritize safety when working with electrical systems. If ever in doubt, it is best to consult with a qualified electrician for assistance.